Hello, and welcome back to this Trails of Cold Steel Let's Play with me, SLJRPG. In the last episode, we made our way here through the ancient quarry in search of the Jaegers, who attacked both the Republican and the Erebonian Empire. On a side note, it's been a very long time since I've recorded. I went to record this exact episode, recorded up to the start of the next chapter, and discovered that my microphone was broken. And then life got in the way, all kind of stuff, but I've got a new setup now. Still the same laptop, still the same PC, but I got myself some other stuff. Got myself this fancy new microphone, which should, in theory, improve the quality of the recording sound by a considerable amount compared to the old £20 microphone I was using. But I think without any further ado, I have played this, so I do know what is coming up, but I think without any further ado, let's just make our way through it. So, we're going to go see a guy, same day, 2 o'clock. So I don't know if this microphone is going to be picking up the fan. It is still there. It just has to be it's hot. There. Gotcha. As we see G, or Gideon, speaking to a bunch of Jaegers. We filled up part of the bargain. Give us the rest of the money. I'm afraid it's not strictly true. Your contact states that you will receive the rest of the money when the Imperial and Republican armies begin combat. In this current stalemate continues, we may find it necessary to give them another gentle nudge in the right direction. What a pain. I think we'll hold out a little longer. We'll have enough mirror than we know what to do with. You said your name's G, right? How'd you have this kind of cash to throw around? No one will look a gift horse in the mouth, but 5 million? Just an advance payment? You must have some seriously powerful backers in the wings. I believe our agreement maintains no inquiries to be made, correct? It'd be unfortunate if indeed I were forced to prematurely terminate the partnership due to a breach of contract. Wait. You don't need to know anymore. As long as the money's a sure thing, your wish is our command. How are we going to get out of this without your help? Seems you have nothing further to discuss then. Fear not, it won't be long before this frothing pot bowls over. The peace of this land is irrevocably shattered. And when that happens...
will never happen!
Here we go. Now, we've met Gideon before. Is this the same Gideon from Sky?
Who are these kids?
Thor's Military Academy, Class 7.
But I don't know. I'll have to look into it.
You're under arrest on suspicion of an unprovoked attack on both the Imperial Watchtower and Republican Army base.
How fitting, delegating your dirty work to these swine. But your contemptible scheme ends here.
Certainly does.
What was that? Swine! You kids are dead meat!
Are we now? So.
Ah, yes. That makes sense.
He does, however, look like a Regnus.
You're the students responsible for interfering with our work in Celtic, aren't you? Wait, then?
Then the one who hired those bandits?
It certainly was.
Yes, it was I. Did you think the provincial army capable of competent planning and subterfuge?
Gideon.
You may call me Gideon, though in some circles I'm known simply as G.
Indeed.
That is perhaps as much as you may ever know.
Some circles?
I trust that your bellicose ideals are not simply the ravings of a lone madman, then.
Some circles makes it sound like it probably is an Ouroboros thing.
Your name doesn't matter to me. If you intend to shatter the peace of this land, we'll stop you by any means necessary.
Indeed.
You're all coming with us.
I think that's a pretty...
So you really think you could take us, huh? I don't know what the weird kid's doing with them. But bottom line, there just needs to be no witnesses. Ain't that right?
Correct. It pains me to pull still budding flowers up by the roots, but they leave us little choice.
He's very flowery in his language, it must be said. So.
I'm afraid you already know far too much to return alive. The soil of this ancient land will be watered with your blood before the day is done.
Looks like they're serious. Then we'll have to respond in kind.
Indeed.
Alright, let's give them a Class 7 thrashing. But remember, we need them disarmed and alive.
I was going to say, we're not going to kill them. It's probably not a bad idea.
I do apologize, but I'm afraid I can't let you live.
It's my turn.
That's fine. You can't be seen to do anything anyway. I'm gonna Gale Stinger this up. We got our links ready to go.
Right.
I'm gonna
Turn to
Flameberg
flames.
here,
Burn.
and that impedes as well, which is the other important thing. I'm gonna do a motivate,
Let's do this.
Gotcha.
Leave it to me.
and then I'm probably gonna switch out to some other people at different points. We've got a guard there. Foot break's fine.
Here I go.
So what we do need to do is
I'll
bring
take it from here.
Emma in and get her detectoring
Analyzing
Gideon
the enemy's
first most,
vitals.
and then also the Jaeger Cops for our computer entries, of course.
All complete.
All complete, all good.
Leave it to me.
We want to Gale Stinger these guys up. And then
I can do this. Turn to
Flamberg
flames.
impedes, so that's the most important thing as well here, really, is to impede as much as we can. Gideon.
Here we go.
Autumn Leaf Cutter on to these guys. We're doing a motivate, probably
All right,
be a good
let's
shot
do
as well.
this.
Well,
Leave it to me.
let's take the strength up. Then Emma, we do need to use for other stuff.
Be calm.
Dark Spread misses, which is good for us. But Emma does need to
You
change
okay?
pretty quickly. But we do have the link ability with Tix. We're on rank 3, I believe. With Alyssa. Please just do not kill. Oh, thank fuck
This
for
isn't
that.
looking good.
We're going to take out you
I'm
and
sorry
bring
for
on
the trouble.
I'll
Musis.
show you how it's done.
And then how we do this is do a noble
Now is
command.
our chance.
And we
Don't
should be
let it pass.
buffed enough to really fuck everyone's
this.
life up, to be honest. Especially if we start doing these blessed arrows to here.
Hang in there.
Thanks.
I suppose I should thank you.
So let's do a flame slash. We're going to take out these guys first.
Gavel on my blade.
So yeah, I've got a new monitor, I got this new microphone. It's a lot more fancy than the old one, which, to be honest, I did need. Did a lot of research, so I've got an actual like microphone rather than
It's
it
my
being
turn.
just a stick in USB. And I specifically went for like more traditional actual microphone because I just doing my research online. If you get stuff that's like gaming microphone or streaming microphone, it's just the quality does not bode as well as some may think.
Right.
We can't impede.
Sorry, would you mind? Come on, Lammy.
So we're going to attack these guys that are stunned. Do as much as we can.
It's my turn.
Gale Stinger to these guys should be fairly simple down. To be honest, the main thing is I don't want to lose stuff.
Go.
Did I go ahead and get the information of these guys? I didn't. No. Okay, so I do need to bring those in at some point. God, my movement is sliced though, unfortunately. So maybe this is the time to... Actually, you know, I've got battle scopes, right? I do. Nice. We'll use those on that one so we don't have to risk Emma. And I can't impede, right? So we're just going to take the Phantom Phobia. Should be okay for one hit, I believe. Especially with how strong we've been. To be honest, taking those damage for these guys, not a bad idea anyway. Because he'll fuck
I'll
them
handle
up
this.
regardless. Right. Take one down. Hope that your boy doesn't die. But let's do a Crystal Saber. And see these guys off. Crystal Saber on the go.
You're in the shore.
So yeah, it's been about 2 weeks since I played. It's what it is, but we take out 2, which is good. Foot break there is also fine.
Won't give up. Sorry.
I'll handle this.
We're just doing this
Yes,
for now.
sir.
A Buster Arm can't really do much. We can actually attack the guys right in
It's
front
my
of us,
turn.
which is good. A Gale Stinger to these 2 guys as well. I'm going to do Gideon last. I think it's probably the best bet.
Take this.
It's my turn. Yes, sir.
I'm going to bust around these guys just because we want to keep on fucking them up. I do want to make sure I've got a healthy amount of experience left.
My turn.
What I can't impede.
I
You're gonna have
leave
to
this
bring
to you.
in your
I've
boy
got
then,
this.
and make sure that he gets the impede onto
There.
Gideon, because that's not what we want.
It's my turn.
Gonna do a breath onto.
Arcus, activate.
It's my turn.
I'm gonna do a grand press, which
Arcus,
should hit all
activate.
3 as well. So we'll get the heal off on Reen, just to make sure he's
Thanks.
doing all right. Some of the shadows worked. It looks a bit funky there. That's okay. Attacking on Reen's there is fine. Grand press, however.
All right.
I've not got anything to.
Can you handle this?
I'll show you how it's done.
Can't do anything here anyway. Can I just heal up one of the other characters? No. Okay, we'll heal for ourselves. Hope we're okay. Phantom Phobia might take out Reen here. Maybe a little bit. Does take out
sorry,
Reen, but that's fine.
everyone.
That's fine.
This might be bad. Gear up!
With pleasure.
But what we can do is use one of our Zerum powders that we've got to make sure that Reen's back up and kicking.
Thanks.
Use the Flame Slash against these guys.
Flames, Gab.
Seen it once, we're not going to bother showing you it again. That pretty much takes out one of those.
I can do this.
We'll do the
Turn
Flameberg
to flames!
against your boy.
Burn! Now!
Do the rush with Gaia.
Got it.
They're only students.
Pretty goddamn strong.
There.
My turn.
Do the link. What I want is to be able to use
I
these
leave
two in
this
the
to
next
you.
one.
I'll take it
So
from
what
here.
I do need to do is make sure that these guys are all healed up and ready. Because,
No.
spoilers, I do know what happens after this. So I need to make sure that I'm on a fairly good trajectory. That's all good there.
It's my turn.
Just going to take out this Jaeger drop out on the side.
Right!
And then just start hitting these two with some blessed arrows.
Hang
I
in
think it's
there!
the best course of action.
Thanks. Go.
Attack. Oh, we
You're
miss.
wide open.
That's not the best though.
Peek off.
Dark spread. We'll take Elisa out.
Okay. I'm sorry for the trouble. Come on, Lammy!
At another point, let's get a Terror Bomb onto yourself.
That's for you!
Keep yourself okay.
Leave it to me.
We're open.
We've got the assist.
I've got you!
Take him down.
Go.
It's my turn.
Do another blessed
Hang
arrow.
in there!
Get these guys up and raring to go. We don't want to use these S breaks now.
Peek off.
We'll take that dark spread
All right.
here. Attack here. For the Sepith.
Here we go.
Attack here.
Now's our chance.
Get the assist from your girl.
My turn!
Has she got any healing? She's got Earth Pulse. She's got. We're gonna heal up Alyssa. So we've got that,
For you!
so that she's okay-ish for the next kind of bout, and then we'll just
right.
attack with these guys until these guys are done. We've got the other assist.
I've got you!
We
I
definitely
can do this.
can just ramp our way through now. Boom, and there we go.
Impossible.
Easy money, ladies
All
and
right,
gentlemen.
let's keep on moving.
A 2.5, we'll take that. So we get a link up too. So these guys can now finish these blows, which is always good. And we finish the fight with a link in,
No way!
link in the
How
middle.
could a group of vets lose to a gang of kids still in the throes of puberty?
Oh, I think I know who you are now. There's a mercenary group called Bugbear made of wannabe Jaeger dropouts. That's you guys, right? I guess you were planning to start calling yourselves a real Jaeger Corps after you pulled off this big job, huh?
Indeed. That's
How do you
seems to
know
nail
about
it.
us?
Nailed it.
Forget the students. What's up with this kid? That monster of hers. It's gonna kill us.
Hey, don't you be calling Lammy a monster!
Lammy
Such
is no
meanies,
monster.
aren't they, Lammy?
Indeed they are.
They're not the only ones who've got some questions about her.
Indeed.
I might have an idea, but let's see how this plays out.
I see now. You're one of the children, aren't you?
Here we
The
go.
silver puppeteer, also known as the White Rabbit. Am I mistaken?
Oh, wow, you've heard of me?
I certainly have. And if you're here, this is a chance I simply cannot miss.
We'll learn a bit more about this in a
I'd
second.
be
I think.
pleased to punch your ticket along with everyone else's for a one-way journey to the great beyond.
A mystical instrument, a flute.
A flute?
What is that song?
Above us, watch out!
So, the story's told in the North Highlands of a djinn or a spirit inside of these caves. We're about to come face to face with a certain character. A Shelob, if you will. If you're a Lord of the Rings person, which I am. Very much so, as we can see this big old motherfucker. Pretty goddamn dunk. The Ganesha Noah Zanak.
What the hell is that?
We shall see.
No.
Red means there's blood, obviously.
It ain't him.
You think we're looking at the face of the djinn from the legends?
It would appear that way.
Whatever it is, it seems like it's made this quarry its lair.
Quite a hardy specimen we have here. To have survived from the times of antiquity is no small feat. No doubt its long slumber has left it with a powerful hunger. Do be sure to give it a proper meal, would you? Farewell then. May your struggle be mercifully brief.
I don't think that's going to be the case.
Did he seriously run away? A grappling hook?
Help us, please! I don't want to die. Help!
We need them alive, of course. So we have no choice.
There's no time to chase after him. We have more immediate
We
problems.
certainly do.
Right. And we can't just leave these soldiers to the mercy of this beast.
Group A, prepare to engage. We need to stop that spider before it can harm anyone else.
Let's do this.
Good.
So,
This
up
will take
against
everything
the
we have.
true enemy of this area.
Right. Sorry,
Bring it,
would
Emma.
you mind? I'll take it from here.
Use a detector on
Analyzing the
this
enemy's
thing.
vitals.
We've already got the others from obviously last episode.
All complete.
So we've got this. We know it's weak to
Here we
fire. We're going to do a motivate first and foremost.
All right, let's do this.
Leave
And then we use a
me.
Calamity Hawk next to take out or hit these ones.
Oh, wait. Grant me your strength. Calamity!
We're going to do the Flame Slash second as well, because why not? Do a big old bunch of damage to these, and then
Flames, gather on
take
my
out
blade.
the rest of them here. Fuck them up.
Strike!
A Flame Slash successfully done.
Here I go.
Eustace is nowhere near, but that's fine. We're just going to attack, actually. As we get a strike
Another
off,
chance.
we'll do the rush.
Down, team.
Right.
He's going to call all the allies at various points here, which is fine. Tough Reds we guard against.
Yes, sir.
We're going to attack.
There.
He's already at half, which is a good saying. Right, we do need to get the other people into the battle.
Here we go.
I wouldn't say your boy here is the key to doing that. We need to keep Reen on the field, I think, first and foremost. Maybe taking Emma off is probably the next big shout. Any attacks to Reen's fine, especially if we get the counter off. Right.
Okay.
Let's bring in
I'm sorry
Useless.
for the trouble.
I'll show you how it's done.
Then we're going to actually just go for the Grand Press against these guys.
All right. There.
Attack with your boy. The Grand Press.
Yes, sir. Gear up. I'll handle this.
And I think doing the
Turn to
Flamberg
flames.
is the best. Burn hit, especially if we get a pierce. Getting a
My
burn.
turn.
Then attack. It's going to call allies. They can call allies all day, to be honest.
All right.
And it should be fairly okay. We're going to see if we can maneuver this one to hit both of these guys. So at least hit the one at the back. Which we do, and we take out fairly quickly. Crit tough reds is annoying, but not the end of the world.
My turn.
We'll use the Flame Slash to make sure it hits both of these.
My blade.
I'm not going to show you all of that every single time, otherwise it's going to become very, very lengthy. But we take
My
out that guy
turn.
fairly quickly. We'll do a Noble
Now's our
Command
chance.
because it's
Don't let it
undeniably
pass.
the best.
Leave me
But
right.
so we're going to get a counter. Nice. Should see them off pretty quickly. Winning very high damage Qs here.
I can do this.
Do a
Turn to
Flameberg.
flames. Burn.
Just going to keep on calling all the allies, it would seem.
It's my turn.
But your boy can one-shot most things now. Spatial Oscillation does hit fairly hard, but we should be
Very
okay.
well.
I'm actually going to come
I'll
out
leave this to
and
you.
bring in
Come on, Lammy.
Gideon Breaker.
Come on, Lammy.
A big old hammer. Should see almost everyone off. Nicely done, as also took out the big Shalomi monster herself.
Don't mess with us.
As we get a 2.0. Levels up for everyone as well, which is always good. And we get a Crescent Mirror.
Nice.
Nicely done.
I don't think this is going to give us any
Feel
new
like I'm growing
buffs.
stronger.
A matter of course.
Didn't even... Huh. That was a toughie. True, but at least we neutralized the threat. Fortunately, the man with the glasses got away. Considering the situation, I believe there is much we could have done. Indeed. So what's it gonna be? You can make it easy on yourselves and surrender, or... Alright, we demand or guarantee our safety. You're hardly in a position to demand anything. If you capture enough to avert a war, then so be it. Let's contact Grandfather and Arcus. Should be able to get in touch with Zenda for us. Indeed, we have to let Lieutenant General know that we have caught them. Indeed we do. I wonder if they'll make it in time. So, the children. Who are the children? Trails of Cold Steel. That's the first of this new microphone. What a glorious day. You're going to see me having already completed the chapter here, but that's fine. We're going to save, and then we're going to go. Continue. Just in case, I don't want to fight that battle again. Same day, 3 o'clock. It'd be a shame not to see the aftermath. The big old tanky boys. Sir, I have bad news. We contacted the Republican Army about the group we apprehended, but they are convinced that they were responsible. I can't say I blame them. Sounds as though they sustained far greater damage than we did. Still, does that mean the Republic Army is preparing to attack? Fortunately so. I believe one of their armored airborne divisions has completed battle preparations. At this rate, an armed conflict may be inevitable. No. If only we could find a way to negotiate with them. You managed to get anything out of the guys you captured? Like, who that guy in the glasses was who ran off? No. We know they were paid very well. We kept largely in the dark about their client and his objectives. By the way, who are you? Oh, me? Yeah, who are you? Maverick Glasses called you one of the children. I also remember something about the silver puppeteer and a white rabbit or something like that. Very suspicious. Now. What to do? I'm already supposed to tell you on my affiliation. Your what? Affiliation? Where do you? You're probably dead on. You finally came. Mr. Lecter arundled himself. I thought you were never going to show up, Lecter. Sorry. I just had some things to take care of over in Crossbell. Starting out an office for those scary people? Pretty much. Who are you? Setting aside the lack of uniform, I'm assuming you're a member of the military? Yes, correct. Lecter Arundel. Captain Lecter Arundel of the Imperial Intelligence Division, come to assume responsibility for the negotiations with the Republican Army. What? Intelligence Division? So you must be... You're Captain Lecter. If that is true, it sounds like the situation will be in good hands. And negotiations with the Republican government are already underway. And it'd be in all of our best interest to avoid unnecessary conflict, especially with the trade conference only 2 months away. It's confirming we've not yet had the stuff happen in Azure yet. His Excellency, the Chancellor, is the same opinion. I see. Should have known the Blood and Iron's Chancellor name would surface sooner or later. That's the stance of the Reformer Section's leader. His face might wake you up from a cold sweat, but he's pretty fun for an old guy. Anyway, leave this to us. We'll have it solved in no time. Sounds like you've been taking a good care of that little pipsqueak for us too. Cheers, guys. I'm not a pipsqueak. Well, bye-bye. It's fun to get to know you all. Hope we can see each other again sometime. Hold on. Wait a... Lecter ain't gonna take none of your shit, boys and girls. Lecter does what he wants. Well, there you go. Isn't the Intelligence Division, the branch of the Imperial Army, responsible for gathering and processing information? Yeah, they're not upright as their name might suggest. They deal more in espionage than intelligence. Provincial armies fear them as much as they do the railway police. Figured as much. Can't believe a child like that is part of the army. I mean, you're at a military academy, and you're not that much older. She's one of the Ironbloods. Who are they, sir? It's quite an imposing name. The Ironbloods are said to be a group of youths with high intelligence, special abilities, taken in by the Chancellor. They work with the Intelligence Division and the Railway Military Police. But they answer to him, so the rumors go. Wouldn't have dreamed their ranks ran quite as young as that girl looked, though. She hardly seems suited to the life in a military squad. There's something about it that doesn't feel right. Still, it looks like you may yet be able to avert the war with Calvert. Which is the most important thing. Are you serious? I've heard many rumors about Captain Lecter, Scarecrow, as he's known by some. Even to understand he's succeeded in almost every unofficial negotiation he's undertaken. Even if the Chancellor himself is taking action, success seems almost guaranteed. There we go. 3rd Armored Division, stand down on level 2. Airships currently patrolling. Return to Zenda Gates at once. Sir. Okay. So here we go. Very nice. How great we must feel. Obviously, to avoid a conflict like this, it is very, very good. Nobody wants war. At no points. Get all back in there, teams. I don't mind doing these parts of this talking. But sometimes this game can be slow on the old animation front. Look at him, his hair gliding in the wind. This monitor's really bringing out a lot for me. Speaking to Mr. Rhineford, the man with the mustache. Same day, 7 o'clock. We've seen ships like these before, of course.
Precisely on time.
Comrade G, you've done well.
See the ominous Black Knight
Comrade
again.
C. I wasn't expecting you to come all this way.
A leader has to make sure all the gears are moving as they should.
Okay.
It sounds like the plan was a resounding success.
Keep your pity to yourself. Our aim was to stir up a conflict with the Republic that would force him to let his guard down. To that end, this wretched state of affairs could hardly be called a success.
Gotta think long term, boys.
And yet, even this outcome will work to our advantage in the days ahead. After all, we demonstrated that he faces the risk of his ranks being divided without warning at any time. And neither the Icy Maiden nor Scarecrow can hope to outwit us.
Who is the Icy Maiden?
You have a point. We should begin making preparations for the next step of our plan. The time has finally come to present ourselves on the world stage.
That's the spirit.
Could that be Ouroboros? Because there is a Gideon. Is it the same Gideon? I want to look it up, but I probably shouldn't because I'm going to get stuff spoiled for me. But, like I said, I've already seen this. The certain Mr. Sarah Valstein.
Ooh, boy. At least all's well that ends well, right? Everyone in Group A is safe, and we narrowly avoided war with Calvard.
We'll take
Though
it.
I can't say I was expecting the intelligence division to show up when they did. A jet black airship. Probably one of Rhineford's latest models. The military uses them for reconnaissance. The nobles and the rich just use them for fun. But as for how they got one...
Maybe a mix of both.
You wouldn't happen to know anything, would you?
Of course.
You really are a sharp one, Lady Sarah. It's almost troubling.
Sharon is a dark horse in all of this.
I'm impressed that you could tell I was there.
I'm pretty sure you let me have that one. I felt a familiar sensation, though, just for a second. Makes me think back to this one time, 2 years ago.
2 years ago, you say?
Never mind. But you really don't know, then, where that airship came from?
I'm afraid not. I checked the Rhineford Group's manufacturing records and couldn't find a trace. At least, not in the official files.
There's someone in Rhineford. A snake.
Sounds like Rhineford has its own issues to deal with. Well, let's put that aside for now. I'm on my way to the settlement. What are you planning to do?
Well, I would like to give my regards to Master Gwen, so I would like to accompany you if that's all right. I can hardly wait to see the look on Lady Elisa's face when I show up.
She's not gonna like it.
Sometimes I actually feel bad for that girl.
You probably should. So, Comrade G, Comrade C. Names we've yet to know. There's still some other mysteries. Trails of cold steel. But there's some more definite movements as we moved to the 29th of the 6th. So I'm guessing we're just going to be saying goodbye and making our way. Thank you for everything. Grateful for the kindness you've shown us. Never forget all the things I've learned here. Indeed, it feels though I've gained something truly invaluable. Gaius will be home soon. Makes me happy to hear that. The kids are going to be sad. Bro Eustace, Ree, and I. Of course. Don't cry. Thelma, thank for all you've done. You've had my thanks as well. Pleasure meeting you. I'll return when I have the opportunity. Till then, you gotta take care of everyone here for me, Tolma. Leave it to me, of course. Elisa, Emma, thank you so much. It's great getting to know you. We'll have another chance to discuss sweets and fashion again someday, of course. The wonderful tea recipe is obviously a very good one. I know you'll be able to do it, of course. Seems to have been quite the experience with them. Very good. Indeed it does. Still, Sharon's as attractive as ever. But you're quite the bodacious beauty yourself, instructor. Aren't you the charmer? If only you were a little younger, you'd be just my type. Instructor? At least try and be serious. Can't help myself sometimes. To be serious around here, seem you made a discovery of your own. What's that? Yes. I think I finally understand why you left the Rhineford when you did. Is that so? You've been with me since I was a child, so I think I know as well as anyone how much you've given to the company. It was harder for you to understand why you would just turn your back and let Mother take over. I finally understand. You left because you truly loved the company, didn't you? Of course. Precisely. Since the Orbot Revolution, the Rhineford Company has created the technology that has defined people's modern lives. From railway guns to heating, mobile cars to airships, even tanks and guns. I regretted none of them. What I did regret, however, was where the railway guns were built 5 years ago. I thought so. With my apologies to the Lieutenant, those railway guns are little more than instruments of mass murder. We're of course going to see them. They got, spoilers here, if you're just watching this Let's Play Cold. We saw them get fucked up in the Crossbell Arc was your once. So, sole purpose is a weapon of mass destruction. Put the innocent Crossbell hostage, indeed. In other words, stop a potential Republican army invasion before it starts. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, present truths would acknowledge, but I have no rebuttal. My daughter may have signed off on the project, but as the one who saw them completed, I was terrified by what we'd made. Feared that something along the way, we'd sold our principles and souls as craftsmen to the highest bidders. When my daughter took over as the company chair, took the opportunity to step back from Rhineford and really think. And where have we gone wrong? About how had we come to this point? Now to make things right. Don't think it's that easy, and that was why I didn't have the intention of returning. Of course, what's happened in 5 years has only strengthened my resolve. Company environment, my daughter's leadership, things haven't changed. I'll let her take care of things from the inside. Do what I can from the outside to help the company find its way forward. Indeed, Master Gwyn. I think Thor's Academy is a fine place for you two to be right now. There are still many obstacles lying ahead of you. When you put your head together with such a diverse group, you're bound to see things you might not have seen otherwise, just like you did when you were here. Indeed. You may be right, of course. I'll do what I can to try and see things from a different perspective than both you and Mother. Both as a member of Rhineford, and more importantly, because I owe it to myself. You tell yourself. Proud to hear it. Reed, Gaius, Eustace, Emma. Take good care of her for me now, wouldn't you? Of course. We'll leave it to us. We'll be happy to. Very well. Stop it. I'd love it if Sharon could stay with me a little longer, though. Suppose I could tempt you to look after me for a while if I could, Afraid not. I'll have to return to my duties as Class 7's caretaker. My poor heart. Indeed. Grandfather, please. It's almost time for the train to depart. You should begin making your way over to the platform. Take care, General. So, many mysteries. Bye, everyone, of course. May the winds of the goddess always guide our path. As we leave the picturesque sights of the North Highlands to head back to Trista. And I think this is a good place to say.
Drinks are on me someday.
That we've smashed it, obviously. Look at that.
Perfect. You guys are the best.
We certainly are. We get some strength and bonds, and I think this is a good place to say. If you've enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time, where we start Chapter 4. Peace.